Okay, you beautiful New Zealanders. Well, tonight in this little video, this is a little bit different. It's about the death of Bruce Moon. One of New Zealand's great men has died. That's what he was. He was a great man. So this little video is really just a tribute to Bruce Moon, who many of you will know, and who was honestly a seriously great warrior, a general in the army of people fighting against Maorification, co-governance, and the Maori takeover of New Zealand. So, you know, it is with great sadness in my heart that I tell you that Bruce Moon has died. He wrote the massively impactful book New Zealand, the Fair Colony. When I started seriously researching New Zealand history around 2018, Bruce reached out to me like a father would. We would quite often talk on the phone, or I would send him articles that I asked him to comment on. He always obliged, and without fail, what he wrote was stunningly good. But what I love about Bruce more than anything was his courage and his fearlessness. He delighted to attack and pull to shreds so-called Maori activist academics and others like them who were peddling a false narrative about the treaty or our history. He was really good at that. He gave them a good mauling. Many will no doubt be rejoicing that he's gone, like the activists, because he was way too good for them, undoing them every time. They loathed him, these Maori academics so-called. He knew so much about so many aspects of our history, the wars, the incidents, the flashpoints, the controversies, the conflicts, and of course the treaty. In fact, it seemed like there was nothing he didn't know. He had a brilliant mind. He was really just like a walking encyclopedia. He could write things and express himself with tremendous clarity. He carried one of the great gifts of all great teachers, which was the ability to make complex things simple and easy to understand. That was Bruce Moon. But his passing presents us all who are left with a great challenge. And where are his replacements? Where do we see young people coming up through the ranks, fighting and battling for truth, putting themselves out there? Bruce had no problem putting his name in the public domain. Activists knew where he lived, but Bruce didn't care. He was so for New Zealand and so for the truth, and he went to war with anybody who was peddling anything but the truth. What mattered to him more than anything, like I've said, was truth. Truly, he was a general in the army of those in New Zealand fighting against the Maori activist takeover, fighting against co-governance, fighting for New Zealand, for democracy, for one law for all. Man, was he a general or was he what? We will miss him dearly in so many ways. The best way to pay tribute to Bruce would be to buy his book, study it over and over, and then start fighting. And if you don't start fighting after you have read the book, then all I would say is that you can't have understood it. Because most people who read it roll up their sleeves and enter the fray. So if you email charlton@farmside.co.nz and get hold of Jeff, he will courier a copy to you. I do hope any of you who live in the Nelson area will attend his funeral, which will be held tomorrow, Wednesday the 18th of March. And here's the details. That's where you can go to the funeral. There's all the details there. Founders Heritage Park at 11 a.m. tomorrow in Nelson. Alright, thank you for watching, and let's make it a great day for Bruce.